What's going on, YouTube people? Today we are opening a hobby box of Topps Chrome 2025-26 Soccer. So, one Chrome autograph per box, and we're looking for brand new inserts and rare case hits. We did get this from Fanatics. I want to say it was about somewhere between 250 to 80, somewhere in that neighborhood. So, I am looking for Lamine. You know, that's my guy. I have some cool rookie cards of his that we pulled out of like Merlin and stuff. So I'm pretty excited. So this is 20 packs per box, 4 cards per pack. So paying a stupid amount of money for 80 cards and 1 autograph, but you get to watch me make content. So hit him with the intro and we'll get into it. Alrighty folks, here we go. Again, I do not advise opening sealed products. It's a waste of money. But I do it for fun. And then we do list of singles on our eBay store, VTC Cards. So, you know, give you my typical spiel, especially for the new collectors out there. Don't waste your money opening sealed products. Go get singles of the folks you like. We like to try to be a good steward in the hobby and offer an easy gateway, affordable gateway into the hobby, right? So, all right, I hate that there's 20 packs with 4 cards. It annoys me, but you know what? It is what it is. So we're going to get cracking. I miss having just like 15 cards in a pack, you know? So let's see how we do. Maybe I can open cards today. Maybe I can't. There we go. All right. So let's see what some of these new inserts are. All right. So we got Last Dance, Steven Gerrard. All right. And now we're upside down. So here's the design for those who haven't seen it. Clean looking card, I think. Nothing spectacular necessarily. I mean, it's just good looking Topps Chrome. The surface actually looks really good. Hopefully that's consistent all the way through. So let's check it out. Brimaza. Some of these names, y'all know I'm not going to be able to pronounce. So we're just going to sit here and rip through and see what is what. I like to do something called realistic rips, right? Where you see in real life what, in this case, almost $300 get you. So Igor Jesus, rookie card refractor. It's cool. So people don't go wasting their money or having these ridiculous expectations from watching breakers and other folks who hype up, you know, cards that are worth $5, acting like they're worth hundreds or something. We're going to show you what you actually get for your money, time after time. Sometimes we've had some lucky boxes, to be honest, but not too often. So Gleason Bremer on the refractor. All right, Morgan Gibbs White. So, yeah, I mean, I think they're good looking. Cool design, I think. Again, nothing wowing, but I think it's just good, clean. The surfaces look good. I'm not seeing any divots or anything crazy. So that always makes me happy. All right, so Samuel Ito, Silenced. That's a cool looking card. I mean, pretty plain, but just clean looking. So, all right, coming up to our first numbered card. It is 0250. Looks like a pink lava. Luis Enrique. If I mispronounce, again, I apologize. I'm terrible. All right. And there we go. So no auto so far, right? Only 1 per box, which is insane for $300, but that's an argument for another day. All right. Denzel Dumfries, Power Players. All right. So I don't remember seeing Silenced in the ones before. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I just didn't get any. Dusan Vlahovic. We actually have a mojo of his that's allegedly a case hit. Had it graded with Arena Club. It was the first time I used Arena Club. I used them like twice before they really went hard on, you know, trying to get everybody to advertise and do all that. So I do have a few of those laying around, him being one of them, and has not sold, unfortunately. But it's a great looking card. So it's on our store. Check us out, VTC_cards.com. Future Stars, Tyreek George. It's good looking. All right. Don't mind the moments of awkward silence as I try to look at some of these names and figure out what I can and can't pronounce. So anyways, what is going on in the hobby? So we've got the No PSA May, which if you watched our other videos, you know we are taking part in, knowing that we can't, like we're going to change the outcome or anything, but we have sent, let's see, I got like 50 over there, sent another order. So a little over 100 cards to CGC, which has been something we've been pivoting towards as we get Wisdom Mike on the Wonder Kids rookie card. And a Ben Parkinson, a $2.99. I'm going to guess that's, aqua or teal of $2.99. I'm not sure. Can never really tell those apart. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So yeah, no PSA made for us. We've been switching to CGC a lot, last year. Mainly because PSA price increases and the turnaround times. And honestly, like CGC cards for us have been selling fine. Yeah, I understand typically a CGC 10 won't sell at the same rate as a PSA 10. I get that, but I mean, a lot of these cards, I only have a few bucks invested in them when I buy them. I hit people on the come up, so I'm able to make good money doing that. And that's, if I can make a high percentage on a CGC graded card, I'm going to, especially when it comes to liquidity. What do I have on hand that I can sell? If everything is tied up right now, let's say with PSA, I don't have anything to sell, right? Except, a few dollar cards, which is fine. Like, we have a couple $100 cards that aren't graded up for sale. But I find as you get in those higher numbers, people want to know that they're getting the real deal outside of even eBay authenticity, right? So you want to see it graded. Now that's 100% solution, but 99.99% it is. So we try to grade those higher end cards more often. And so, yeah, a lot of our inventory hinges on getting those things back in a timely fashion. I mean, we're having to plan out. Before we switched away from PSA, that's cool. Prism refractor, Emilio Martinez. We're having a plan for like 2 seasons out in some cases because we had an order take like 9 months. I mean, it's kind of insane. And yeah, it's hard to run a business. So if you don't have any graded cards. And then I saw today on one of Neo's videos, I wonder if it came out today. I think it was, but PSA is, hey, it's cool. They're investing $200 million in infrastructure and everything. So, if they're $1 billion company, about 20%, if my math is right, another Prism refractor on the rookie. That's cool. Going into infrastructure, which they include hiring people, graders. I hope they're going to pay them more than like $20 an hour or something. I mean, if a standard grader is bringing in $20,000 in revenue per day, let's just say on average, which is, I don't know, again, math. Let's see, Ryan Makaido on Bowman first. That's cool. If your graders are bringing you in $20K in revenue per day, paying them $20 an hour seems a bit rough, in my opinion. Seems pretty damn low, especially when they're handling what are in some cases 7-figure cards, right? You think you want your top people? Divine Mikasa on the Prism rookie. That's cool. So I don't know, just my 2 cents and ramblings on what I think of PSA right now. It's like, great, you basically produce expected value in plastic. And that's cool. That's great. You authenticate, you do these things. What's not cool is, here's a Vini Jr. on the silence. That surface looks sick. Nice and clean. That's awesome. And then we have, what we got here? Kenneth Taylor on the green refractor to 99. So that's our 3rd number card. But yeah, guys, like, my issues with PSA is not like I hate them or anything like that. It's just customer service issues. Like, one of our orders we sent in December, the deadline was, I don't know, by the time y'all see this video, a week ago. And it's just a banner that says, oh, so sorry, we're working on it, thanks for your patience. And I'm like, 7 cards that I sent. They managed to get the 51 card order that went with it in the value bulk. That got back to me like 2 weeks ago. But the tier higher that only has 7 cards, they're, for whatever reason, not able to get through. This is the 3rd time that's happened where we put a value bulk and value in the same box. Vini Jr. on the power players, love to see him. And the value bulk gets finished faster, which is cool from having, for having that many cards back. The greater number, but the more expensive cards aren't back. And so that's a little bit lame. But it's all good. Anyways, back to why no PSA May. We were already kind of doing it, shifting away from them. And so I'm just going to stay on that trend. I'm going to send like any super rare, high dollar type stuff that we may get. That will likely go to PSA if I think it will gem. And PSA will now be the exception, not the rule. CGC, again, we've been moving towards them since last year. So I love them by and large. I've had great results with them and sticking to the timelines and such. No funny business, so I don't see a reason to move away from them. And like I said before, the cards move. All right, so we are down to our last pack. I have not seen the autograph yet. Last pack, right here. So hopefully we didn't got. Hopefully it's in here. Again, somewhere between 250 and 280, I think, for this. Alfonso Davies on the power players for this box. All right, well, that's cool. We did get a numbered auto. And it is, I can't see the first name, but Openda, 199. Number 79 to 199. So, cool. There's our auto in the last pack. That's awesome. I'm glad it's there, and it's cool that it's numbered. And that'll go for like, I don't know, $5 or something, right? So, anyways, all right, so here's how we're looking. All right, so here's all of our base cards. Here is our inserts. These are non-numbered parallels. And then we do have a total of 4 numbered cards, with one of them being the autograph. One of them is a rookie. So, hey, for 200 and let's just call it $275 since I can't remember off the top of my head. 80 cards. That's the breakdown. I don't know. Is Lamine not in this checklist, or did I just get super unlucky? I don't know. Either way, no PSA May. What's going on in the hobby? Gripes, complaints. PSA putting $200 million in infrastructure back into the business. Awesome. For me, it's too little, too late. Again, there'll be the exception, not the rule. Not trying to say that we can make a dent in anything, but I stopped shopping at Walmart 4 years ago. Haven't been back. Legitimately, I've not stepped foot in Walmart. So, not like I'm putting Walmart out of business, but it's just a matter of voting in my wallet. That's it. That's all it is. PSA gets their value from us, meaning the community. We have decided that their labels mean more. That can change. PSA doesn't feel that it can, or at least they're acting like they feel like that can't change with the way they're treating this, $25,000 submission with the charity, and I'm sure you all have seen it. But to me, that's not the way a company responds when they actually care. And then you got Gio and others that are mocking, the no made PSA thing. And I'm like, all right, mock all you want. I get it. But, large companies fail all the time. They fall from grace. Once you start alienating your customer base and mocking them, I think you're on the wrong path. So that's my soapbox. I'll get off of it. And for anybody wondering, what are my bona fides for saying anything about companies, is I've started operating and sold 3 companies. I'm in my early 40s, done pretty well. And now I enjoy cards. So that's what I do. So I feel like it's okay for me to comment on business, especially when it's just common sense. You don't even need to own a business or have owned one to know that shit customer service is shit customer service. And frankly, PSA just needs to do better, and we as a community need to stop falsely inflating, PSA 10s over PSA 9s, and the discrepancy is outrageous. So, anyways, again, into my soapbox. Not typically what I do on this channel, as you see. I don't upload all the time. Trying to get more consistent, but a lot of traveling, a lot of things going on. But thanks for joining us. Check out our eBay store, VTC_cards. We are on Macari again. Uploaded like 300 cards on there, so I'm building that back up. That one is VTC Cards and Toys. So anyways, check us out. eBay, Macari, Instagrams, all the good stuff. Thank y'all for being with us. Y'all are the best. We'll catch you later.